think I was ready to go to the third area. Alright. Alright, so party 1. Let's get one weak person in here.
You ready?
One strong person.
Take it.
Another AoE. I have a healer. This is actually a pretty good split. Crap. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. It's reacting to us. Well, now all that's left is to head through the doors and see what awaits us. You ready to go, Reese? I am. Kevin? What's up? I get it. Gonna feel all lonely without me to cuddle up against? Not a chance. It's nothing. Let's just get this over with. Yes, ma'am. Alright, time to make our way through this plane. See you guys on the other side. Till then, take care. It's every chance we might find ourselves face to face with another devil too, so stand guard and proceed cautiously. Right. We'll do the golden one first. Here we go again. Oh, what the? Oh, god damn it. That's what I meant to do.
That's that. Let's move out.
Oh, that takes care of them. Just what were they? They weren't ordinary monsters anyway. They reminded me of the prank-loving gremlins that appear in folklore. Perhaps that's what they actually were? It's possible. First skeletons and armored knights and ghosts and now gremlins. This place is sure all about the folklore. Not the pleasant kind at that. I suppose only one person is Haze. That's in the other party. And they might need it more, honestly.
Justice must always prevail.
Cool, that was rough. God. Okay.
Let's move out.
It's like it's better to get rid of them. God damn. Sting edges. Damn. Not dicking around here.
Alright, what's next?
Everyone's getting level ups.
Pansies.
Pansies.
Justice must always prevail.
Okay, good lord. Alright.
That's that then.
That's Zen. Don't have him in the party yet, so I'll have to come back for that one, I guess. Oh no! Wait, can I teleport back? Okay. Okay.
Not bad. Done yet. I won. I'm not done yet. Not
Aeon Bow. What? What's this doing here? Something wrong? Oh no, I was just impressed how nice this bow gun is. I'm gonna get some good use out of this baby. A well-used jet black bow, clearly well maintained. That's probably what I used to kill that guy with. Sick as fuck.
That's that. Move out. That's that. Move out. That's that. Move out.
Hey. I just made an attack 3. Did that not happen? I don't know. She deserves to move 3. I also have move on. Just 18 more. That's almost none. Just kidding. That's a lot of achievements. Although I imagine a lot of those are going to go by a little bit faster. Action 3 because Over there. Could that be the exit, perhaps? Sure looks that way. Ooh, hope everything's going well for Reese's group, too. Ah, there go my hopes of just walking. Looks like they're not going to let us reach it without a fight. What? Reese? Shit, damn it. Is she being mind-controlled or something? Okay, so those reflect damage. Cloud is a sad boy. Which is funny because he did know how to do things prior to the brainwashing, but then I guess he did get brainwashed, so I suppose that might fuck up some people. That would do more damage. Doppel race. I knew this. A lot of damage moves over. Okay. That's going good. Just doing the gold route first, so. Okay. That's that one out of the way. Assuming I need to use some magic on these motherfuckers. Yes it is. Yep. Sometimes you just gotta take the elbow. Be like, damn. Yes, somebody's gonna get some damage put back on them. Am I not doing that, buddy? Yeah. Rude. There we go. Alright, everybody survived and got an attack 4. Oh. Found sealing stone. Well, looks like that's the end of this trial. Sure came as a surprise to find out that Reese was just a fiend in disguise, though. I couldn't believe it either. I thought she was being mind-controlled or something. I've known her for a long time, and if I was fooled, it's no surprise that you guys would be too. The mirrors with it were so deadly, too. I think it's safe to say that whole battle is a trap set for us by our enemies. That being the case, I'm concerned for how the other group is faring. We should hurry on ahead. Yeah, let's get ourselves over to the gate. Woo! Third run. Get those ultimate weapons. We got company.
Upon the golden sense of battle.
What the fuck happened there? Weird.
That was the sword of Beth.
What were those things? They look like reapers you'd find in a fairy tale. I felt the same way. The devils we've encountered shouldn't be able to exist, but in a different sense. Neither should these fiends. Yeah. Yeah, having everyone be immune would be very handy. This definitely isn't going to be easy. God, it is very annoying to have to, like, remember what you have and, like, be transferring things between different people. God.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Gaia. Oh, that's right. God damn it. I should remember that. Okay, so that's with every one of these reapers. Careful. I have so many reviving bombs. damn, that still hit her? Fuck.
Oh, pitiful souls, may
Those
your
guys are
destiny be
really dangerous.
That was the sword of Bandit.
Didn't want to fight those things. Bring to me the darling of pure white radiance in proof of her scholarship. Only then shall the door open. Scholarship? What the hell that means?
I've gotta give it my all, okay?
That was so fucking cheesy. You're looking for gold. You won't find 1 gram. I'm like, gold gram? Oh, golden grams. Ha! Oh, Bug Guy's a lot sturdier than Kara were.
Goddess. Well, that takes care of that.
That was the sword of Bandit.
Sylvan. What? This seems familiar somehow. Is something wrong? Not at all. I thought I may have seen this weapon somewhere before, but it must have been my imagination. This really seems like a capable one, though, so I think I'll use it all the same. Seems like a capable one. Well, from Holy Choir to Silva. That's a huge strength bonus. Here's a crossbow for a cross, bro. Haha, I don't actually have a crossbow for you, father. Sorry. Things. Hey, you want to do cross bros?
My sword.
we'll see. 24 hours doesn't seem like that long, especially since you've been doing the achievements for, well, I guess I don't know. Have you been playing both concurrently, or are you just playing, Trails the Third? Oh! Could that be the exit, perhaps? It certainly seems to be. I wonder if Kevin and his group are on the other side already. I think we're gonna have to fight our way out of it, though. What? Kevin? Kevin! McAllister. Oh my god, no, I did it again! Ah. I keep forgetting that hers is healing. Okay,
Upon the gold descends
that makes sense. Yeah, that fucking sucks. Okay. Fuck, okay. I'd say so, especially this. This seems to be such a wild jump up, which I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know why this is specifically such a rough jump, but you know. Doesn't make sense though too with the amount of status effects that there is potential for. God, they get a lot of fucking moves. All right. God, and he can heal him too. All right.
Upon the golden gates of battle,
No, I have no clue. Like, there's so many characters it could be. You'd think that they would be associated with the two mains, but you know, that might not make much sense since we don't know anybody that they know. Okay, there we go. That makes this quite a bit easier. God, I just have to be able to kill one of them. Goodness gracious. There. At least one of them. Oh my god. Didn't realize, I forgot that that is just an area that she's around. Yeah, hard to expect Joshua to stealth since, like, yeah, they're the main characters of the other games that we've experienced, so it's, yeah, it just seems like either they would be, if they're not the main, but they're not the main protagonist, which I guess that's the interesting part. Not that they need to be every time. Just... God damn it. There we go. There we are. Walkers. That's quite a bit of health. There we go.
my thanks to thee.
Oh! Sealing stone. Seems to be the end of our trial, at least, although I certainly wasn't expecting that to be a fiend perfectly disguised as Kevin. True, I wasn't. Oh, Reese, are you alright? I'm fine. I was just so relieved to find out that it wasn't really Kevin. And now the fight is over, it seems clear to me that battle was a trap set by our foes. Those bizarre cannon fiends are further evidence. Let's hurry through that door. I'm quite concerned about the other group. So am I. Just how worried about Kevin was she? Reese! Thank goodness! Oh, yep, you're the real deal, alright. Big ideas. I was worried as hell about you, you know? I could say the same to you. Still, it looks like those really must have been grimoires then. Sure does. Grimoires? Is that the name of the fiends we encountered? You got it. It's a type of fiend mentioned in the Testaments. Although maybe fiend isn't the best word. It's said to be what souls eventually turn into after being thrown into Gehenna. People's souls turn into those? It's not a very pleasant thought. As I'm sure you know, the church teaches that the souls of sinners end up in the fiery depths of Gehenna. There they are tormented by the ceaseless flames, slowly losing their own sense of self over time, until finally they're said to be end up as nothing more than a chaotic lump of spirit known as a grimoire. I'm getting goosebumps just picturing it. And that's what those shape-shifting creatures we encountered were? Yes, the mirrors and cannons that appear with them are all cursed items that are the same origin. How they did it, I don't know, but it seems our enemies have quite literally opened the gates of Gehenna. That's quite a fitting metaphor. That sounds like... you again! Well, look who decided to show their ugly muck. Did that lord of yours send you to come check up on us? That is one of the roles I've been assigned, albeit not the only one. I'm impressed by how quickly you've progressed, even if it is with a significant amount of the Hermit's guidance. The Hermit? Who's that? The ghost we keep running into? I can't think of anyone else. She's been helping us in various ways since we arrived, and yet we still have no idea who she is. Indeed, I speak of her. She's a spirit that was left behind in Phantasma, as well as the master of the Hollow Garden. Of course, thanks to my lord taking most of her power, she can do little other than struggle as your guide. As usual, your cryptic nonsense just goes right over my head. But hey, if she's your enemy, that makes her our ally, right? I'll leave that for you to find out. Her position is hardly your concern at this time. I have a message for you from my lord. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. What? What is that supposed to mean? My lord says that you may choose to interpret the message however you see fit. My task is simply to relay it to you. Ha 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 ha! Kevin? Ah, sorry, I couldn't help but laugh. Tell me, what sad classes did you and the joke of a boss you got take to get your certifications how to be a big bat? I tried trying to confuse us by spewing the cryptic bullshit, too. But you thought we'd keep ourselves up all night trying to figure that gem out. I mean, the overblown theatrics make it a bit too obvious that it's fake, don't you think? Well, you about done with us? If you are, how about you get lost? You have better things to do with our time than listen to nonsensical riddles from a guy who can't even bother to show his face. Haha. I see you're quite fond of the gift granted to you by my lord. Does it bring back memories? Gift? Kevin? You think you can get away? Fear not. We will encounter one another again before long. I am, after all, Phantasma's foremost guardian. Aha, and with that, I bid you farewell. So that's the Shores Ritter you mentioned? He's the picture of his lord, right down to taunting us as he leaves. Too bad for him, he doesn't take a genius to work out that they're both bluffing. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames... Yeah, okay, just repeating it. His words sound as though they have some specific meaning to me, but they could be taken in a number of ways at face value. We can try to unravel said meaning, but that may hinder our progress more than help in the long run. My thoughts exactly. Anyway, what's definitely not going to hinder us is going back to base and seeing who's in the 2 sealing stones we picked up. If we activate that monument over there, we'll be able to come right back here to continue exploring later, too. Thank goodness it's right there, huh? Wonder what's going to be inside these. Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is complete. I have completed Chapter 3. Kevin Graham of the 543rd class of trainees. In the name of the goddess above, I hereby appoint you as squire of Deception Church. I humbly accept my appointment. I pledge to offer my soul to the goddess above in both body and blood to her. Very good. It is exceedingly rare for one at your age to be appointed to this position. I can only assure your aptitudes and training achievements warranted it. May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess sacraments as her loyal and devoted servant. Oh, how was...
Go drink some water, or I'll fucking end you.
How was RuneScape? The only thing I ever remember of RuneScape was my friend playing it, and then he played as a female character, and he'd go up to people and be like, "Oh, you're so cute. Can you give me some gold?" And a lot of the times they would give him gold because, very sad people out there. A lot of children. That was when we were like 12, so we were also children. Yeah. Yeah, probably is. Yeah, isn't it fun fighting with Aerith Switch? May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess's sacraments as your loyal and devoted servant. Well, if it isn't Kevin, I see you managed to avoid having your promotion rejected by the top brass. Splendid, splendid. Instructor, I really can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. I never dreamed I would have an actual Dominion supervising my training. How sweet of you to say. Still no. Yeah, I was gonna say, it is not fun. She's great for support, but not for... Yeah, a real pain in the ass. Hard to believe you're the same boy who waltzed up before the congregation for the sacraments shouting, "Make me a knight, please!" I'd appreciate it if you'd chuck that memory back into the furthest reaches of your mind, thank you. Oh, but how could I? Have I missed your groveling? I never would have taken any interest in you in the first place. Not in a million years I would have thought you were related to Rufina. You could have asked her to take you on as her pupil before resorting to such drastic measures, you silly boy. Well, I have my reasons. Let's leave it at that. Very well. It doesn't matter at this point, anyway. Congratulations. You're now a dog of the church, just like the rest of us. It's good to have you on board. Thank you. I'm not sure that's the most reassuring metaphor to be using on new recruits, though. You might scare someone right off. Please, you're not trying to position yourself as some sweet doe-eyed thing, are you? Besides, I think it's a perfectly apt description for us. We go around sniffing out sacraments, wherever they might be, tearing through the throats of the heretical fools who are enamored with them all the while. Can you spot the difference? Come on, instructor, I'm used to you at this point, so I don't really care if you call me a dog, but you care if I call your beloved Rufia one, don't you? Not to worry, Kevin, I can read between the lines well enough. Well, did I guess right? I owe her a lot, but I wouldn't call her my beloved. She's just like a big sister to me, that's all. Making it sound like you what exactly? Rufina? I thought you were in Remifria on a mission. I was, but I tried to finish as quickly as possible so I could be back for your appointment ceremony. I'm so proud of you, Kevin. It's amazing just how fast you've grown. Now you're a full-fledged adult like me. Well, thanks for going out of your way to come here. I'm not sure I deserve to be called an adult yet, though. I got a whole lot of work ahead of me if I want to be half the knight the two of you are. Oh my, how modest of you. By the way, have you let Reese know all about this yet? Not yet. I'm planning to write to her tonight. She's been real mad at me ever since I decided to come to Arteria, though. Hopefully this will clear her up a bit. This will cheer her up a bit. There's not much else I can do to make her up with her short of going home. Perhaps we should do that together at some point if we can find the time. Oh, and while I have the chance, thank you so much for looking after him all this time, Ein. You've given up so much of your free time, and I really do appreciate it. Think nothing of it. It proved quite a fun way to kill time. He has a fair amount of potential in combat arts and thaumaturgy, too. It's a shame all his skills are on the practical side of things, however. His academic side is less than stellar. Oh, I had the feeling in the pit of my stomach that may be the case. Oh, right, I gotta get going. I have to pick up my new room key and medal from the General Affairs guys. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Oh. What's this? You look so concerned. Feeling guilty because he followed you into such a dangerous line of work? Not at all. That's completely up to him and him alone. I would never try to dictate his life choices. It's just that I think he'll make a fine knight, personally. He checks all the boxes. He's got the potential, he's got the determination. All in all, I can see why you're so proud of him. And call it a hunch, but I wouldn't be surprised if a stigma manifested in him, just like it has in you. Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you could sense that of others if you didn't possess one yourself. Yet one more reason to feel frustrated that you aren't a Dominion. I know we're friends, but there's no need for all the flattery. My combat and thermatology abilities are average at best. I wouldn't be cut out for the job at all. I'm grateful enough to have been promoted from Squire to Knight. That's the upper limit for someone with my lack of potential. If only you saw things the way I do. Someone with average at best abilities couldn't have handled your Ouroboros case half as well as you did. Fighting off a man with that reported strength to a swift enough conclusion would be a pretty feather in anyone's cap. It's just my luck that we both came to an understanding. As far as Kevin goes, he wouldn't need to rely on luck. His potential for growth extends further than I'll ever be able to go. But he has one weakness holding him back. That poor boy is just far too kind. So kind, in fact, that I could see him driving himself to a quarter because of it one day. Chapter 4, The Dark Stigma, The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the third. Let's see, who are we summoning? Gachapul. Oh no, it's a rank 2 character. I wanted a 4-star character. That looks like... Zin? Prince Oliver? Now this is a surprise. Don't think this is a dream, at least. Indeed, it is not. I'd be overjoyed to share a sweet day with Shara in my dreams, one of the fine drinking companion, not so much. Yeah, this is real, alright. Still, doesn't Shara count as a drinking companion, too? In a way, it's fine to be drunk with the joy of her company, but it's very much the opposite to be drunk with alcohol involved. That's one of the most important lessons I learned during my stay in Liberal. True words have never been spoken, but alright, enough playing around. You guys mind filling us in on just what kind of situation we gotten ourselves into? We shall make with the embraces and tearful greetings afterwards. Honestly? You two really are something special. You'd think you'd be a little shaken finding yourself in somewhere as unnatural as this out of nowhere. This is quite the pickle. I appreciate that it may be hard to believe, but this is the situation we find ourselves in at the present time. If we're to try and find a way out, we'll need you to accept that. Oh, Mueller, my sweet rose-kissed muse. I am a pure and free of thorns. You misunderstood me. I have long accepted our current predicament as reality. Why do you look so deep in thought? Need you even ask? Perhaps my life's toughest decision lies ahead of me. Before me I find Joshua, Princess Claudia, Tita, and Josette. Then there's Julie and even a new face, Reese. Just whom shall I gather into my arms like a warm blanket and exchange sweet nothings in celebration first? Not Tita, buddy. Everyone else, fair enough, game, but not Tita. Yeah, only you. Joshua, you were pulling my leg when you said this guy was an Erebonian prince, right? Hard as it is to believe, he is. Putting my deepest earnest dilemma aside for the time being, it sounds as though you've been making some headway into unraveling the mysteries behind this place. Naturally, I would be more than honored to help with that. But first, you got a few questions you did ask, right? I do. I should have known you would be thinking along the same lines. You're exactly right. Fine by me, what do you want to ask? You think you figured something out? That's what I want to find out. First, I want to ask about the ghost you've encountered in here. Ask away. If I remember correctly, the first time you met her was on the balcony in Gransel's castle, yes? Indeed it was. She gave us the key that allowed us to eventually find and rescue you. That was the first time she appeared to us as a ghost, but I don't believe it was the first time she directly communicated with you, was it, Father? Don't think so, anyway. When Reese and I first arrived here, we heard a strange voice talking to us. We didn't have a clue who it belonged to at the time. Yeah, you gotta... Luckily, he's a little Johnny Bravo-ish, where no one really takes him that seriously. But I think that was probably her, too. As do I. So first she existed here only as a voice, but she's gradually started showing up with a body, too? I know that's a weird way to put it, but if it's true, it backs up what that man in black said last time we saw him. Yeah, he said the Lord of Phantasma has stolen most of her power, right? He kept referring to her as the Hermit, Master of the Hollow Garden, too. Plus, the inscription on that monument behind us is the Hermit's Garden written on it. I think all of us here can connect the dots just fine. Agreed, it's reasonable to conclude that this very garden is connected to her in some way. That's true. Makes sense to me. Also explains why this place is kind of comfy compared to the other weird, fiend-infested places in Phantasma. Feels like we're getting closer to the truth with every new revelation. By the sounds of it, she's been in Phantasma for a while now, possibly since the beginning. But then she had her power stolen by the Lord of Phantasma and ended up without a body. Since then, she's been trying to help us to the best of her abilities and guide us forward. If we assume all of that has to be true, maybe the monuments scattered throughout are connected to her somehow too. They seem to exist for that same purpose, guiding us forward. I think there's one more thing in our possession that's connected to her as well. That cube, Kevin. You think so? Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine on exactly what that cube is. That being said, I think the odds of it being connected to her somehow are as high as everything else on the list so far. Well, what do you think? Honestly, I'm impressed. You've done a remarkable job of making sense of the situation when you've only just arrived. Still, if we assume all that to be true, then there's something else we should be doing as we keep moving forward. Helping to restore her power, I assume? That way we should be able to ask her what else she knows about the land brand. Got it in one. I get the impression that if we don't, we won't stand a chance against those two. We'll find ourselves up against a wall at some point. May well be right. Well, leaving her aside for the time being, I do have one final thing I'd like to ask. Oh, what else is there to cover? It concerns that Lord of Phantasma you kept mentioning, actually. Put simply, you wouldn't happen to have any ideas as to who they are, would you, Kevin? Why me? Well, from my perspective, they're awfully fixated on you. They seem to know about Reese's deceased sister as well. Then there's the fact they're even able to summon devils from the church's texts. It all seems to be pointing to you two, and you in particular. I can see what you'd ask, I guess. Unfortunately for you, though, I got nothing. If anything, I'd say they seem to be an enemy of the Grouse litter as a whole rather than just me. I suppose that's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if an organization like that had more than their fair share of enemies. No offense, of course. I have plenty of enemies myself. Try not to sound like it's something worth boasting about. Anyway, even if we're connected some dots, we'll have to save the mystery behind who our enemies are for another day. Maybe we can get more information out of them the next time we see them, but until then we don't have enough to work with. Right. Next time one of them shows up, we'll have to see what we can force out of them. So, that about wrap things up for now. If so, we should probably get ready to head out again. We're on plane number 4. If the previous planes are anything to go by, it's gonna be tough. Kevin, what's up? Did you have something else you wanted to add? No, it's just that I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to sit the next plane out. What? I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone, but please look out for him on my behalf. He shouldn't cause you too much trouble, but as I'm sure you know, he can be a little careless at times. Reese? Wait a sec. Are you not going to go after her? Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Reese! Wait a sec! Oh, he ended up right inside of her. What's with you all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Are you feeling left out because I'm the only one you know here and everyone else is all buddy-buddy? Sorry, Reese. Probably wasn't fun to have to sit through the whole Happy Reunion deal over and over when you can't be a part of it. Should have noticed earlier, really. I've been pretty insensitive, so I'm really sorry, okay? When are you going to stop acting? Huh? It's true that I felt a little left out for a while. You've clearly gone through so much together, and it's made you that much more fond of each other in the days since. Yeah, we had some amazing times. Hard to come out at the other end of stuff we did without growing closer through it all. Watching you all, how could I not have felt lonely? How could I not have felt jealous? You've been avoiding me for the past 5 years, Kevin. The thought that you'd grown close to so many others while going out of your way to keep out of arm's reach did make me feel sad. You know I didn't mean it like that, Reese. But at the same time, I was still happy you did. I knew how badly what happened to Rufina had hurt you, how you were still blaming yourself for it. I knew how you were driving yourself into a corner over it, how you were taking on nothing but dirty jobs as if you were trying to punish yourself. And I couldn't confirm it for myself for sure, but I knew the rumors that you were desperate to burn yourself out through them were true. So that's the reason. That's why, as lonely as I felt when you were off making new friends without me, I was really, really happy more than anything. Reese, you do know that, except it turns out you haven't made any new friends at all. You're pulling the same exact thing you pulled with me on them. Every single one at arm's length. They can't get close to you. You won't get close to them. On the surface, you're a cheerful person, having fun with everyone, but on the inside, you're as cold as can be. All you're doing has been manipulating your own emotions so that people think you're someone you're not. After watching you ever since we were reunited, that's become plain as day to me. Man, I'm happy you're worried about me, but you totally got the wrong idea with this one. Sorry, I'm good at a lot of things, but pretending to be someone I'm not isn't one of them. When I'm happy, you'll know about it. When I'm mad, well, I think you know I'm not so good at hiding that either. The same transparent guy I always was. Well, I didn't say you weren't easy to read, for me at least. After all, I know how genuinely shaken you were by the Lord of Phantasma's message. Their words, and the words of the Schwarzritter, always come across as cryptic, but not to you. Deep down, you know what they're talking about. You just constantly keep it from the rest of us and try to keep us in the dark. No, maybe you've even managed to pull the wool over your own eyes, too. Come on now, you can't seriously devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. You know exactly what that means, don't you? Go on. You know what? Maybe you should sit things out for a bit. You're clearly really tired. What? I get that you're as angry as you're upset with me, but I think it's starting to make you jump to some really out there conclusions. Being tired out's only going to make it worse. Can't you see how negative your line of thinking is? You can't seriously believe all this is actually true. I'm not saying I don't deserve all the anger. I totally do. I genuinely was busy, but at the same time, I wasn't sure how to face you if we did end up meeting either. Still, we're going to be working together from now on, so enough. Huh? Everything you're saying is just meaningless. Maybe the others don't realize that, but how dare you think I, of all people, would fall for it? I realize I'm turning my back on my duties as a squire by doing this, but I can't bear to be near you any longer. I can't stand to see the Kevin I thought I knew so empty. So... Kevin? Oh, hey. I'm sorry you had to see that. Don't worry about it. I want to know something, Joshua. You've looked into me a fair bit since I first stepped onto the scene, right? I have. I know that you're called the Heretic Hunter. I know that you're one of the 12 dominions that lead the Grouse Litter. And I know you undertake the execution of sinners the church deems most unforgivable almost single-handedly. I figure you know your stuff. I don't want any guys whose background you had thoroughly vetted being close to your girlfriend for long, huh? I can't deny it. Still, the only people you harm are those sinners, never anyone else. So I decided that, for the time being at least, you weren't a threat to her or anyone else. I see. Wiseman was your work too, wasn't it? Sure was. My job was to get rid of him. That's it. Everything I did with you guys leading up to that point was to get myself into a position to get it done without him catching on. That includes helping all of you out, naturally. Yeah, I know. You must have been aware of the possibility that Estelle would be taken on board the Glorious, too. You thought allowing it to happen would help you in the long run, so you kept quiet about it. Wow, now that one I'm surprised you pieced together. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I figured there was a chance she might get abducted, but I did exactly nothing to stop it. All I care about was finding out what Wiseman and you were up to and where you were, for that matter. Couldn't use better bait for that than her. I thought so. Yet all that doesn't change how I'm more grateful than words can express. Why's that? Because if you hadn't helped me back then, I would still be Weissman's puppet. I would have broken with my own hands what I value most in the whole world. That's a debt I'll never be able to fully repay. Oh, sweet ideas. Now you're just being cute. I know you're smart enough to realize that's not at all why I threw you a bone, right? I just wanted him off guard enough to create the opening I needed. Helping you was the perfect way to do that. That's all there was to it. And again, that doesn't change how grateful I am to you. Knowing why you did what you did doesn't erase the gratitude I feel. Not in the slightest. Really is just as well you ended up quitting Ouroboros. You'd suck to high heaven if you were an enforcer now. Honestly, you're totally right. If Reese is sitting on the sidelines for now, let me help you in her place. Might not be as capable of helping you as she is, but I should be able to back you up. You don't need to feel indebted to me, you know. Well, I'll take what I can get. No doubt you're worried sick about Estelle too, so there's your gold star reason for helping out besides me. So thanks. I'm glad you got my back. Right back at you. Holy moly, okay. Alright, what time is it? 11:30. Alright, so how's everybody's he's on? It's Reese. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7 planes. Yeah, I'll go check out the door after I go to the fourth area. Here's the entrance to the next plane. I doubt the pattern will change up now, so yeah. We don't know what kind of place it's going to be until we step inside, though. Or what utterly bizarre fiends will be waiting for us there. I'm tingling with excitement. Let's make sure we're good to go before we keep going. Entrance exam results? A letter to Chloe Renz informing her that she has passed the Genus Royal Academy entrance exam. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm assuming the doors will each be like a half hour to an hour, so maybe I'll just start this plane, and then I'll probably go to bed after, I don't know, fight a couple fights, see what I can get. Okay, that's good to know. Good God, where are we now? Nowhere I've ever been before, judging from where I'm standing. Oh my. Oh, now that's what I call a fine view. Wow, well this is a lot prettier than the last plane at least. This must be another real place that's been recreated here in Phantasma, much like the capital was. Most likely, yeah. Just where is it though? Somewhere in Liberal? I doubt it. It's not familiar to me at all. My best guess would be somewhere along the Crone Mountains, but the air suggests otherwise. Oh! Huh? What's the Brazier Guild's emblem doing there? No fights, yeah. Looks like this really isn't a place that exists in Liberal. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any guild facilities like this anywhere in the country. Not familiar with any either, nor am I aware of there being any buildings like that in Calvert. Would you look at that? The answer was right under our noses the whole time. It was? This is Le Locry Training Center? I know that name. Wasn't it the training camp Estelle went to a while back? You know, last year with Annalise? That's the one. It's a guild-owned facility located in Le Mans State. I've never been there myself, though. I've only heard about it from Estelle. So this is the Lalakla, huh? Never trained here personally, but it's famous among bracers. That leaves us with yet another problem to solve. To my knowledge, Lamont State is quite the distance away from Liberal. Yeah, it is. It's farther away than both Erebonia and Calvin. But you know, I may not have a clue how a place in Lamont ended up being created here, why. But if our enemies did it, they must have had a reason for doing so, right? I knew you'd catch on. That sounded like, we got company, guys. Huh. Here comes trouble. I suppose Beastmen would be the best term for these things. This is probably what your next destination is the Path of Beast was referring to. Another mystery solved. Watch out, there's a lot of them, and this can get ugly. Okay. Well, take that, you fucking beastman. You goddamn fucking beastman. Trying to come in here, ruin my goddamn night. How would you get fucking impaled? Goddamn fucking beastmen and their fucking flea-ridden bodies. Waiting to fight another day, huh? They're smart little devils. Devils do seem a lot more intelligent than your average monster. Enough to make me wonder whether these are another kind of impossible fiend like the rest. I'm with you. I can't pretend to be an expert on the monsters in Lamont, but I'm pretty sure they're not this smart. Looks like this plane stands to be a real ball. Here she comes. You have done well to come this far. On this plane, there are 3 ordeals to overcome. If you overcome them all, the next path will open. Take this. The ghost handed them a map of Lelocle. Be forewarned. The Lord of Phantasma's goal is your buttholes. Though she sure didn't stick around long. She's probably got so little power left now. It's difficult for her to show herself to us. So it seems. It must be a frustrating thing for her to deal with. Still, she left us with a useful gift. Yeah. Okay, it looks like the lodge is in the top right is where we are now. Then there's this Balster Channel place to the left of it. Maybe that's the ordeal she mentioned, or one of them at least. She mentioned there being 3 of them, but there's only one place that could fit that description marked on the map. I wonder where the other 2 could be. From what I could see, these 2 roads lead to them, the ones that seem to just stop all of a sudden. But this plane must likely have its own rules we need to follow. If we follow those roads now, there's a big chance we'd find nothing at the end of them. Unfortunately. Well, those are the cards we've been dealt. Let's just try heading over to the Balster Channel and see what comes of it. Okay. Anything in here? Oh, there is. Let's see, what do we got in the shop? I can't believe he gets a new weapon that's supposed to be... Oh. What do you wish that you told me sooner? That's odd, if true. I have no reason not to believe you, but odd. Okay. I will definitely take a look here in just a second. Oh, my favorite boy, Oliver. Ish. Okay. So, shop, convert. 1, 10, 20, 10, 30. Oh, space gives more. Okay, so 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 30, 20. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 30, 20. Okay, it does give the same. But yeah, space and mirage give more, which is that part is the confusing part. I mean, I guess it's not necessarily confusing. Ah, the classic gaslighting yourself. I do it all the time. Usually to prove myself wrong, or I'm like, maybe that's why this person did that. And then you find out later, like, no, that person did that for no reason. They're just like idiots. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought you thought this through and maybe there was a reason that you did it like this. And they're like, nope. Okay, never mind. I give people the benefit of the doubt so often. It's really rough. That's the only way I can function, is on logic. Which is, you know, some people might say that's not great, but I say in defense of that, fuck you. I'm doing my best here. Oh gosh, okay. So let's see, I'm at 282 battles. Check. 15 hours playtime. I think I'm only at like 8 or 9. Maybe more than that? Yeah, 15 hours in game is actually pretty crazy. See if we do the fortress at the end of Lala. Yeah, no, I definitely save often. I'll definitely make different saves though. Still, I guess you can't expect much in the way of light from a staircase leading to an underground waterway. Yeah. From what I've heard, they used to be an old ruin until the Bracer Guild repurposed it as a training area. Might not be able to expect much light, but I would have preferred it to be a little cooler than this. My ever so fashionable attire is getting covered up in sweat. It is pretty damn hot. That weird rumbling sound I can hear has been bugging me for a while too. Actually, I think we're almost at the end, so maybe it'll cool down in a sec. What in the world? Well, it's no wonder we were feeling hot. Call me an optimist, but I doubt this is how this place normally is. Let's write this one off as our enemy's work. I think that's a safe assumption to make, which means we're really going to need to proceed cautiously. Classic video game. Lava. Lavos. Lucis, I'm pretty sure I've asked before, but have you played Chrono Trigger? I don't remember if we ever actually had that conversation. Cross. Okay, yeah. So you're in the same boat as I am. All right. I've played like an hour's worth of Chrono Cross, or maybe like 2 or 3 hours worth. I guess it depends. I was definitely using an emulator, and I didn't care for it. But yeah, I was a super duper huge fan of Chrono Trigger. Like I never bought a copy of the game, which maybe I should have, considering. Well, I guess I did own it on the DS. But I remember that was like one of the games where my cousin had given me a CD that he just put all of the Super Nintendo games onto. And I remember trying Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger, and like I have since played Chrono Trigger through maybe like 20 or 30 times. That, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and Resident Evil 4 were really my go-to games to play like constantly. Shit, he doesn't have any EP. Water? Yeah, I always thought it was funny the way that they ported them to the PS1 because, like, the PS1 was notoriously bad at handling those games because a lot of the time they would just have worse loading times. But they were always able to add extra stuff in movies, so I think the PS1 version would probably work best on an emulator. Ah, good to know. So realistically, if I see one, I should push it both ways. Well, I guess maybe not in this case, where that's clearly going to open up the one to the left, but...
That's that. Move out. Savor the victory.
We earned. Pretty sure that said someone learned something, but I don't know what that was. Is that it? Is that everything over here? Those are all blocked off. Okay. Yeah, I will say even with the difficulty spikes, there is very good opportunities, just because we have so many options, I guess, to like, even compared to the second game where they basically restart you from the beginning, this one really is like, okay, you're not restarting as much as you are I don't know the best way to say it. Kind of take what
I'm not done yet.
stuff from the last games. I don't know. It combines stuff and like the moves you already know about, and so it's like as being an experienced player seems to really come in handy here a lot. Oh, what did it reference? I stopped reading the chest because I kind of got annoyed because I was like, oh, I'll read these so that I can get an achievement, and then it's like, you gotta read all of them? No, thank you. Oh, like, see you later, Space Cowboy. See you later, Space Cowboy. Oh yeah, Lucis, did you, hell yeah, Switch. I remember those being... I don't remember how I liked them. Actually. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? The messaging apps. I was talking about it earlier. I think the one that I'm the most interested in is Root. There's Root and Stoat, but Stoat, the apps for Stoat are in beta, and I feel like that's kind of, I don't know, if I'm gonna try to move like the Discord stuff over, like it has to be somebody, it has to go over to something that like other people will also use, and it seems like, I don't know, how many Discord servers are everyone switched to, or I know that you have your own, but are you on like a lot of people's Discords? Has anyone talked about this? If they were gonna switch over? I was gonna pull up my Final Fantasy VII. Remake intermission. 8-ish? Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm going with it, Lucia. So the two that I'd say if you want to check them out would be the Root app, and if you have an Android phone, you can download Stoat. But if you don't have an Android, you have an Apple, you have to like enroll in their I don't know, their shit, their like the early access program stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't have an Apple phone either, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gearing towards Root, but I need to like, I'll have to test like doing voice calls and stuff. I was trying to see. Yeah, because I did that. Did I just do? I'm trying to remember when I did the last, because I beat the game, but did I do the missions prior to that? Oh, I went back to fight in the arena because I had not done that yet. Root. No, you're correct. ROOT. Yeah, the hard version of the arena. I remember that being pretty tough. Let's see. So I'm just trying to see what, because I thought I did all of the like fighting the dragon and everything on stream, but now I can't remember if I did. Because all of this stuff is just, maybe it is earlier. I'm gonna do 6.5. Oh, my wife is in this one. Huh. Funny. She was in it for a little bit. Oh, I saw a switch pop up. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't label any of these at all, so it's not very helpful. Because this is just me doing intermission. Which I didn't finish up completely. Oh yeah, but I had already beat the game. So I had already beat the game once, and then I was redoing the stuff on hard, and I could not. I still can't remember. Even looking at these, I can't fucking remember when I did those. If I did those like right away, or what the fuck I was doing. I at least labeled them. I don't know. Everybody's stuff is all maxed out. I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, and then I did Rebirth. Oh my god. Let's see. How many videos were in the Rebirth thing? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it have a total amount of hours in here? There are 26 parts to this. Oh my god. See, now this is a long game, and I'm pretty sure that I played a little bit of it off stream too, which like that's fucking crazy. Rebirth is so. Oh, someone gave me a dislike and another dislike. How fucking rude. Why even watch it then? Like, I mean, one thing if I was a big channel, but it's like. Even at this time, I had not even close to that many followers. And all my fucking subscribers are because of my fucking shorts that I posted. So some work, but let's see. Channel analytics. My channel got 1,000 views. A YouTube short. Hey, Crystal Chronicles is getting. I'm actually kind of surprised. It's got 765 views. Why? The fuck is that about? All video games are cringe, Switch. All video games are cringe. I can at least understand Homestuck getting more views, but I played a little bit of Squirrel with a Gun. One day I'll have 1 million hours watched. Let's see. 248 valid public watch hours in the last 365 days. Cool. I got plenty of subscribers, but you gotta get those watch hours up. Okay. Yeah, did I had Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core in as a playlist. Final Fantasy VII Reunion. He's a cat. He's a kitty cat. And he dance. He's a cat. So glad I changed my camera angle. This just looks so dumb. Why am I facing the other way? Switch, I love how you're just in every single, like in almost every frame. It's just, I don't know, man. My brain think of random shit. Like, My favorite joke is when I say use Monster Reborn to bring Yugi's grandpa back from the graveyard. Not that one. This is one on Crisis Core where you just say this game sucks. So that's pretty apt. Your opinion is being pretty consistent. In defense mode. That would be crazy. It looks like I was doing most of the missions in here. I know that I was just trying to do a whole bunch of missions all at once. Instead of... That's like saying that banana is tasty because it's a banana. Fucking wisdom. Oh yeah, the sniper mission. Oh god. Oh yeah, and fighting, was it like 100 soldiers without getting hit? That sucked. That was another one that was just like, oh god. Again, why am I facing the other way? What the fuck was I doing? Buddy, face this way. It just looks like you're looking off screen. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. That's true. I shouldn't look at... I'm just not looking at the screen the entire time. That's what's going on. Okay. All right. Oh, look, the Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku videos. Let's see what my thoughts and opinions are. I'm still facing the wrong way.
Fancy a dumb turtle? That all he needs to do is stroll up these snakes and get this shit kicked out of him by fucking wolves. On the line, Chi-Chi.
You know what?
God, it's a wolf.
I'm funny. Hands down. I think I'm a little funny. I don't watch myself very often, but there's some good jokes in there.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe this is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. My aunt, you found it.
I mean, sometimes you gotta get a little mortar and pestle and get fucking crazy on that. You gotta snort those herbs. Okay. Oh yeah, and then I beat it.
Okay. Back on.
Why is there? Was there escort missions in this? Oh my god, I don't even remember this.
New enemies. Okay, so that's how I switch it.
Yeah. It's just weird because it's like there's so many hours of just me playing video games. I don't know. It's kind of
Okay, well, can you train me to defeat the Saiyans?
the production value got a little better. Just I'm facing the other way.
Their whole planet was destroyed, but the ones who survived are extremely powerful. You'll have to train hard.
That's a pretty good King Kai voice, I will say though.
See how well you could run on this high-gravity planet. Chase bubbles and try to catch them. If you do, we can move on to the next
I'm joking. Catch my monkey, spank him.
Come on.
Spank him good. Kaioken. One quarter health received. Kyle what? When does this one end? Does this end on?
Is this in the universe? Oh wait.
Do you fight Frieza at this? I don't even remember that happened.
Rats, monkey. This planet is breaking up under the stress of our battle. Die! Your speed increases.
Saving states.
Facing the wrong way. Whoops.
Yeah, you said save before killing. Was there some extra random bullshit at the end?
At least I died knowing that your goal with this planet's destruction. Live or die, I can rest knowing that your evil stops here.
What a wimp. I don't remember why you told me to save before. I don't know. This
You're so little compressed.
is a little bit.
This is the only true way to watch Dragon Ball. Probably later.
Alright, and then Legacy of Goku 2. I just played this for 5 hours. 6 hours. I just played through all of Legacy of Goku 2 in one sitting.
Finish the Legacy of Goku. We're on the Legacy of Goku 2. Let's see if I can do. I don't remember my dad, so it was really great to meet him.
I just remember Legacy of Goku 2 being so much better than the first one.
I may never be born.
It's so weird watching yourself. But I remember you also had to do a bunch of like random grinding. All right, see, this isn't true. Right in here, Switch. You say you don't arouse me, and I know that that's not true. Oh, that's because I turned this down a whole bunch. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now you should be able to hear it.
Warlord's domain? What? An old man just came through and scaled the wall. He was so quick we couldn't even get a hand on him. Now his ass is to open the gate so you can help catch him. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, then you had to switch characters too. Oh my god.
Hey, you're late. What took you so long, Piccolo? The androids are gonna be arriving any minute now. So, this is it. I suppose I'm as ready right now as I'm ever gonna be. I just wish things didn't have to be this way. Oh, if you don't think I'm nuts for asking, what's to level up fast? Oh, stop, you guys. I used to come here from the future.
This is so weird. I don't know why, but it's just so weird. And just a shitload of grinding.
Sorry, where are you guys?
And then the last hour is just the fight with Cell. Oh no, I didn't even finish it in one. Oh my god. Then. Oh, I must have finished it on a different stream.
What does that mean?
Oh my god. Okay. All right. I got really sidetracked watching myself. How long ago was this? 2 years ago? How long ago? 2 years ago? I don't know. When did I upload this video? Gotta get a little narcissistic. October 25th, 2023. This is actually just when I had stopped drinking. Was in October of 2023. That was it. My last, well, I've had a couple of random drinks since then, but never like more than one. And that's been like 2 times in the last almost 3 years now. But yeah, it's yeah, my last drink that I had was on Halloween in 2023 because we did something for Halloween. So yeah, that's yeah, I don't like making sober posts. I don't know what it is, but it just kind of makes me feel like it's just kind of weird to me. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. I've been sober for the last 3 days. It's like, okay, cool, man. It feels performative because it's like, well, it only matters to you, right? Why is this video in here? That shouldn't be in there. But yeah, like if this is like 6 months after.
Okay.
Am I facing the right way?
Okay.
I am facing the right way. Okay, so it was the drinking that did that. Or at least I'm facing sort of in the middle.
No, we're not related, right? That phase quartz is all yours.
God, Ratchet & Clank is so good. But yeah, it's very... Yeah, you can see I lose quite a bit of weight as well as soon as I stopped drinking. That I lost like 30 pounds. So that was a very... This is probably the most I've ever talked about it. I don't know. Oh, yes, I did play the PS5 one. It's so good. Rift Apart. I, pretty sure it's on here. Oh, thank you so much, Switch. Yeah, John said that he's switching to 4 days a week because he messaged me and he's like, I love how everyone just messages me individually and does not respond in the general chat. Like, what are you talking about? Why is Discord bad? And I'm like, God, you could have just asked that in the main chat.
Stream.
Oh yeah, here's me playing Rift Apart. Well, yeah, we'll see. Hope he doesn't get divorced. Did I beat the game? I guess Rift Apart wasn't actually that long, all things considered. Yeah, and then yeah, and I played. Yeah, then I played all the Kingdom Hearts games. That was I still think that I ended up liking, yeah, Ari Coded more than I thought I would. I was pretty into it, honestly.
And everyone else does. Still Kingdom Hearts 3, so we're really just wow. This is my garden. Only I decide who gets to look round or a square.
Is that because you were in that stream?
Yeah, the bug readings are off the charts. It almost looks like, gosh, Sora, it looks like.
Yeah. I liked the combining commands. Like, there was a lot of things that you could do in it that was kind of surprising. I don't know. Again, making Fire Raga Burst, Ice Sweep, it just like it was fun. It was a fun game to play. And I only remember playing through it like twice. And this was the time that I played through it the most. I got 66 views. And people came in too, and they're like, "Oh, I love Coded," and then like they came in during that one game and then left, never came back. Which that was like, okay, so there is a weird fan base for Coded. And yes, your Sonic drawings are famous. I still need to finish the rest of Skies of Arcadia. I didn't do the stuff past the ending to do.
Yep, okay.
What? How? Precious cargo. The price of stealing from value is high, and dine in his...
Oh my God. What's the facial hair there, buddy?
Let's
gotta go to bed. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I getting distracted? Oh wait, is this? Hold on, I think this is it. I think it happened during this. Oh yeah, this is the Jackbox
Again, this is
playthrough.
just a good practice one.
I hear you.
What else? Draw a word on the mirror to camouflage Aunt Mildred.
What do we do here?
Listen to the
Go ahead and
instructions.
start writing. Pay attention to the words as they appear. I just bought my auntie.
That's a good.
Auntie. Use your device to answer the question.
What do we do here? Fucking listen.
I don't fucking know, dude.
Just guess.
And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? It's...
Delay the Lucis. Have fun in hell.
Pick up
Yeah,
a
there's Lucis, Knife and Waifu.
memories. They're the worst.
Yeah, everyone was in here for this
Man,
one.
did none of you keep...
Time to put the die in this die.
Does anybody here know how to use a rotary phone? What is happening?
I do. You put your finger in it, rotate it all the way, go back. That's
Yep.
it.
That's all you do.
Whoa, you all died too easy.
Like
But I need
handling
someone
grandma.
alive. So...
Hey, I'm alive.
having the most
Also,
fun
yeah,
with
Spam,
people
you'll be able to
something.
join in here. If you want to go in the audience, feel
The
free.
time has come.
Yeah, where is the?
I'm too slow for this.
Glad
Yeah,
see
you'll get to
you're
join
the
in
one
next
to
game.
When did we do the
But will you be
shirts?
the one to escape?
Oh yeah, here it is.
4, 3, 2. Like, hopefully that's helpful.
Good. Pretty good. For your last exercise, you
So
will
I
write
do.
as many. It always wins ties. Deal with it now.
That's fucking. Fucking Sonic
Challenger
penis.
appears.
Sure.
Battle.
It's weird seeing me in the same position, going back and forth in the chair.
What the fuck is that?
Looks like somebody flipping off? I don't know.
Does that say FAG?
I think it's supposed to be fuck, but I don't know.
Fucking
Winner.
suck.
Hey, Spam voted for my shirt. The one that
Which one's your shirt?
that's that one. But there had
Spam
no
is hating.
chance. I mean, this is
I really want to touch myself.
that's amazing. That should go in a museum. You can actually
so does the
get these-
slogan win?
Oh yeah, and then there was the rap.
And vote.
The rap battle was it's quite a bit.
such good. Oh man, this is rough.
Appreciate
I don't know yet, Spam.
Okay. Now I'm surprised that when you and your buddy know what answers you both wrote, heart, 1 year ago. I don't remember. We'll have to do another Jackbox sometime, especially when everybody's in here. I always forget that I have the Jackbox, and that was a good time. That was a really good time. Okay, well, anyway, good night, everybody. I hope that you get some good sleep, actually.